Okay, so we are going to start our session tonight. First of all, I am going to introduce myself, right? So you can know my name is Gloria Gomez, but my full name is Esther Gloria Gomez. I am going to be with you in those classes on Monday night from 8 to 9, from 8 to 9:30, right? So I am going with you in order to help you to improve your English level. I have been an English teacher in some universities, and of course, I am an instructor for Sena, right? And I am going to be with you, your instructor, during this technology course that you started 2 weeks ago. If you go to your platform, Territorium, you can see my full profile. You can have or you can know about my professional profile and some about my teaching experience. Yes, that I have been working in some universities as Agustiniana and Corporación Universitaria Minuto de Dios, and I had been studying abroad in other countries and some universities here in Bogota. Tonight, we are going to have this our class session in order to improve, in order to learn the use of the present simple versus the present continuous. But we are going to focus on the present simple tense. So you are going to be very attentive because in any moment of the class, and if we have time, we are going to do after this very short presentation, we are going to have a communicative activity where you can practice the use of the present simple tense. So very quickly, I want to show you what is the difference, maybe you can remember, what is the difference between the present simple and the present continuous, no? So in the first example, I teach English. This is my job and this is something about my present. In the second example, I am teaching English is what I am doing right now. In this moment, at the moment, I am teaching you English. So as you can see, the first difference between the present, the simple present, and the present continuous is in the first part, I teach English, is what is my occupation, my profession, and is what I do every single day, no? It's my present life. And in the second example, I am teaching English, is what I am teaching right now. Okay? I really turn off your microphone. Don't forget to turn off your microphones in order to avoid any interference, no? And to listen very well. So remember, if you want, you can have your cameras on, but your microphones are off. As I was telling you here in these examples, you can see both. In the first one, I teach English. I use the present simple. What do I use the present simple? I use the present simple in order to show, yes, the action, the activity that I am doing right now. And in the second part, I am teaching is the action that I am doing here at the moment, okay? So that is the difference more or less in the sentences. Yes, in the sentences, the use of the present simple and the present continuous. Here, let's continue with more examples in order to contrast. What do you use or how do you use the present simple for and what is the present continuous used for? In the first example, they live in the USA is the present simple. Why? Because you are expressing the temporary action, the place where you live. So that's why you use present simple. We live in Bogota, we live in Colombia. That is our day-by-day place that we stay. In the second, I am studying for the exams these days is an activity, is an action that we are doing at the moment, no? They live in the USA is an activity, is an action that happens every single day. But I am studying for the exams these days is an action that is happening at the moment, no? And then we are going to see what is the difference between the present simple and the present continuous. In the first example, they live in the USA means that they live in the USA all time, as we live in Colombia, or we live in Bogota, or you live in your city. Maybe your city is a town in Cundinamarca, or any city in Colombia, no? It's the place where you live all the time. It's a permanent state. In this example, when you are talking about permanent states, you use the present simple tense. You say, I live in Bogota. I work in Bogota. It's a permanent state. While when you use the present continuous, you use or express an action that you are doing at the moment or in the short days or for the short time. Means that I am studying only these several days. The action is taking place only for a short period of time. So as you can say, the main difference between the present simple is that you use the present simple in order to express state, actions, activities that are permanent, while the present continuous is for actions that are happening at the moment or in a short period of time. Now we are going to see in terms of grammar what or how do you use the present simple and how do you use the present continuous. Remember that we form the present simple with the conjugation of the verb. The conjugation of the verb for the personal pronouns I, you, we, they, or the plural subjects is live, for example, or buy, or work. But when you have the third person singular or is singular subjects, singular refers only to one. When you have the singular subject or you have the personal pronouns he, she, or it, you use or add an s or an es to the verb. He lives or she lives or it lives. So here you have the conjugation of the verb to live for the plural subjects or the personal pronouns I, you, we, they live, or how is the conjugation when you have the third person singular. He studies. You add to the third person singular, you add es, ¿ok? Siempre le agregamos es or es in the present simple to the verb yes for he, she, it, or singular subjects. And here, what happened with the verb to be? The verb to be is different because it has its own conjugation. Sometimes, or with I is am. For example, when you are talking about where are you from, you say I am from Bogota. My family is from Colombia. And here, he, she, it, my family is, he is, or she is from Colombia. And when you have we, you, and they, remember the conjugation of the verb is are. So I am a teacher and you are students. So I am a teacher and you are students. I am from Bogota, you are from Cali, for example. I am from Colombia, you are from other countries. Can be United States, or they are from United States, we are from United States. So you have to be careful because the verb to be, the conjugation of the verb to be for the present simple tense is this one, am, is, or are. And this is the conjugation of the verb to be in affirmative ways. And also when you have the affirmative with any verb different to the verb to be, so you conjugate the verb with the I, you, we, they, the verb doesn't change. But with he or she or it, always the verbs different to the verb to be, you add s. For example, she studies, she works, she finishes, he lives, all right? And this is the affirmative way for any verb different to the verb to be, and this is the affirmative conjugation with the verb to be. When you have negative sentences, there is an auxiliary in order to express the negative sentences, which are do and does. The negative form don't and doesn't. Okay? And remember that all verbs except the verb to be, they have the auxiliaries do or does for the negative form. For example, I lived in the USA. But the negative form is I don't live in the USA. That is the negative with the auxiliary do. Always you use do for or don't in the negative way for plural subjects. Like for example, my students don't study very hard, okay? And thus is used with the personal pronouns he, she, it, or singular pronouns, singular subjects. Like for example, she studies architecture. For the negative form, you use she doesn't study architecture, okay? So remember that for the negative forms, with the exception, which is the verb to be, you use the auxiliary do and does. Do is used for the personal pronouns I don't, you don't, we don't, and they don't. And doesn't is with the third person singular. She doesn't, he doesn't, it doesn't. Or as the example that I have here, no? She studies architecture. That is the affirmative sentence. And when you want to express something negative in the present simple tense, you say, she doesn't study. She doesn't study architecture. Okay? What happened with the verb to be? The verb to be doesn't have the auxiliaries do and does. And they use the verb to be with the negative work. The affirmative sentence in the present simple is, I am tired. The negative sentence is, I am not tired. She is rich. The negative sentence with the verb to be is, she isn't rich. And they are, wait a minute, they are, for the negative form, you say they are, they aren't, okay? So that is the negative form with the verb to be, all right? So let me see, for a minute. Se me ha perdido la presentación. Wait a minute. Okay, so there are, remember that we are studying tonight the use of present simple, and we are contrasting the use of present simple with the present continuous, okay? And we were talking about the use of affirmative sentences and negative sentences with the present simple tense. So now we are going to see what is the affirmative and what are the negative sentences in the present continuous, right? And then later we are going to do some examples. So we were here that the present simple is different with the verb to be, but with other verbs different to the verb to be, you use the auxiliary do or the auxiliary does, okay? Continue. So with the verb to be, we say that the affirmative sentence is am, is, are, or the negative is I am not, is not, or they are not. What happens when you have questions? When you are going to ask questions, also you use do or does, no? Do you is the question. Do you live in the USA? And the answer can be yes, I do, or no, I don't. Or for the third person singular, does, remember does, is used with she, with he, or with it, or the singular subjects. Does she study medicine? Yes, she does. Or no, she doesn't. This is when you have verbs different to the verb to be. But remember, the verb to be is the exception, no? When you have the verb to be, you ask the question, the first one, you start with the verb to be are or is, no, depends on the subject. Are they friends? Is she a student? Is he, no? And you start the question with the verb to be. Are you students? Are they living? Are they in Bogota? Are they in Bogota? Okay? So, and here you have how to ask questions and give short answers using do or does, which are used for verbs different to the verb to be, and the questions for are they, no? Are they with the verb to be? When you have these short questions, remember, the answer is yes or no. So, do you live in the USA? There are two possible answers, no? Affirmative or negative. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. And when you have does for the third person singular, does she or does he study medicine? The possible answers are yes, she does for the affirmative, or no, she doesn't for the negative. And remember, when you have the verb to be, are they friends? Yes, they are. Or the negative, no, they aren't. Okay? So keep in mind that is different, the verb to be, and also the difference with the different verbs to the verb to be. Okay? And here, what do we use the present simple tense for? We use the present simple tense in order to express facts or things that are always or generally true. Like, for example, the water boils at 100 centigrades. So this is a general fact, is a general information, which is true. Or it rains a lot in Lithuania, or the sky is blue. As you can see here, water boils. Water boils, beer, no? Boils is with S because it's in the third person singular. It rains with S because it's also the third person singular. And then you have the sky is blue, also is with the verb to be. The sky is. Here is because it refers to the singular subject. So we use the present simple when you want to express facts. Facts means vas a expresar hechos or general truths, okay? Something that is always happening. There are always or general truths. And also we use the present simple for things that we do regularly. For example, hobbies, pastimes, habits, and routines. Every day, this is an example of a routine. Every day, I get up at 7:30. I have a shower and I eat breakfast. Then I take the train to work, and every Thursday, I play basketball. As you can see here, you use the present continuous in order to express your daily routine, what you are doing every single day. Remember, I get up, I have a shower, I eat breakfast, I play. In these verbs, you don't use S because the subject is I. But if you want to express, if you want to talk about a third person singular, you should or you have to add an S to the verb. For example, if I say every day, Gloria gets up. The verb get has an S. Gloria gets up at 7:30. She has a shower and eats with S breakfast. Then she takes the train to work, and every Thursday she plays basketball. You see? So it's different the conjugation of the verb in the affirmative sentences when you are going to use I, you, we, they. The verb doesn't change. But if you have he, she, it, you have to add an S to the verb. S or ES. Okay? She plays, she takes, she has a shower, and eats breakfast, and she gets up at 7:30. So in this is a very nice example where you use the present simple tense, and here use the present simple tense for routines. So remember, you use the present simple tense when you are going to express permanent situations. You use the present simple tense when you are expressing facts, okay, general truths, when you express situations that are permanent, like I live in New York, or she lives in New York, John works in a bank, Lisa studies architecture. No, here you have the present simple tense for permanent states. For example, you say, I am single, or I am married, I have 2 children, I work in a company. Those are examples of permanent states, right? And then here you use the present simple when you are going to talk about your daily routines. Daily routines are the actions, the activities that you do every single day of the week. Also, you use the present simple for actions that are scheduled. The train leaves at 9 a.m., for example. The bank opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 3 or 4 p.m. Those are permanent schedules. My English class is on Monday from 8 to 9:30 p.m., for example. Those are schedules. Another example of schedule is about your job. For example, you can say, I work from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then I have breakfast from 12:30 to 1:30. And I start work again from 2 to 6 p.m., for example. Those are schedules, no? Schedules also are used in order to express the present simple tense. So let's go with these expressions. Adverbs of frequency. With adverbs of frequency and time expressions, which are very popular, no? They are used with the present simple tense in order to express the frequency that you do an activity. Always refers that you are doing an activity 100%. For example, you say, I always work from Monday to Friday. So it means 100%. Often means that you do an activity 75%. For example, I often go to the park. Means that you go, not always, not every day, but you often go to the park, means that you go to the park 3 or 4 times a week. I usually go to the park. Usually means that you go to the park like 50%. So you go 2 days to the park every day. I usually go to the cinema means that you go to the cinema 2 or 3 times per semester or per month. Sometimes means 30%. 30%. I sometimes, for example, go to the cinema means that you go 1 or 2 times during the semester. I sometimes go to travel. I sometimes travel to visit my family means that you not always visit your family. Sometimes means that you do an activity like 35%. Rarely, rarely means no frequently, no usually, like 25%. I rarely visit my family. I rarely go to the cinema. I rarely practice sports. And never means that you 0%. 0% means that you never do an activity. I never go to the cinema alone, or my grandmother sees her doctor twice a month. My grandmother sees her doctor twice a month. So I never go to the cinema means 0%. You never go to the cinema. Or my grandmother sees her doctor twice a month. Twice a month means 2 times, 2 veces al mes. Or once a week, 1 time a week, es decir, una vez al mes. Every day, every single day means Monday, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every Tuesday means 1 time per week. Every Tuesday means 1 time per week means every Tuesday you go to or you do an activity. And those expressions usually, always, frequently are adverbs of frequency that you use in order to express the frequency that you do an activity. Okay? So, and here you have the present simple tense. Remember that you conjugate the verb, yes, in affirmative way with the es or s in the third person singular. And now we are going to contrast with the present continuous. The present continuous is formed with the verb to be as an auxiliary. The verb to be, am, are, is the auxiliary of the present continuous. And always when you have after the verb to be, you have another verb with ing. For example, I am eating, you are playing, he's singing, he's studying, it is traveling, we are talking, you are sharing, and they are reading. So in these sentences, the present continuous, you always have one auxiliary, which is the verb to be, and always the main verb is with ing. Okay? And here, for the negative questions in the present continuous, you start the question with the verb to be, are or is. Remember that for the present simple, you start a question with do or does. Does she, does he lived in Bogota? Do you live in Bogota? But in these questions for present continuous, the question starts with the auxiliary, which is the verb to be. Are you eating? Is he singing? Are they reading? No? And the negative forms, remember that for the present simple, you use don't or doesn't. And here, for the present continuous, You say, I am not eating, she is not singing, they are not reading. Okay, I am not eating, she is not singing, they are not reading. The negative word is with the auxiliary, am, is, or are. Okay, and those are the negative sentences with the present continuous. And remember that the present continuous is used for actions, fixed arrangements, situations that happening at the moment. Okay, situations that are happening at the moment. And now we use the present continuous. What is the present continuous used for? The present continuous for actions that are happening now at the moment of speaking, like it is raining outside, for example, or he can pick up the phone. He is having a shower now. He is having actions that are happening at the moment of speaking, right? So, and remember, the present simple is not for actions that are happening at the moment of speaking. The present simple for daily routines, for general truths, when you are talking about schedules, or you are talking about your daily routines, your hobbies, your likes, your personal information, okay? And the present continues for actions that are happening at the moment. So, we use also the present continuous for temporary actions. For example, we are looking for a new house at the moment, or we are painting the fence, no? Actions that are temporarily. We are painting our house these days. You are not going to be painting the whole time or for the whole all of your life. You are painting something for 1 week or for 2 weeks. Those are temporary actions, actions that happen during a short period of time. And you use the present continuous in those situations. Also, the present continuous is used for fixed arrangements, plans in the near future. I am going out with him tonight, or we are flying to Paris tomorrow morning. No, here in the first one, I am going out. Remember, you have the verb to be, and also you have another verb with ing. We are flying to Paris tomorrow. Here you have the auxiliary are and the verb with ing. And also the present continuous is used for currently and changing and developing situations. The earth is getting hotter and hotter. The winters in Lithuania are becoming warmer and warmer, and the prices are increasing all time. So those are developing situations. For example, also you can say, we are attending to English classes, and we are learning and learning something every single class. No, this is developing situations. You are in the process of learning. You are attending to these English classes, and you are learning, yes, improving your English, yes, time by time. This is currently changing and developing situations. Also, don't forget the time expressions. Remember that in the present simple tense, the typical, the usually time expressions are the adverbs of frequency, once a day, once a year, twice every single day, every day. Those are the expressions when you want to express the present simple. When you want to express the present continuous, the expressions, the most popular expressions that you use are now, at the moment, at present, these days, nowadays, today, tonight. For example, my mother is cooking at the moment. I am going dancing tonight. You are listening to the teacher right now. Yes, justamente ahora. The teacher is explaining the lesson at the moment, no? So those are the expressions that you use when you are using the present continuous tense. And now we are going to do some practice. Here we have the review. What are the differences? This is a parallel about the use of the present simple. When do you use the present simple? And when do you use the present continuous? Remember, the present simple for general truths. For example, the sun, el sol, the sun rises every morning. El sol se levanta cada mañana. That is a general truth, okay? Also, the moon lights the planet every night. Okay, la luna alumbra. The moon lights the planet, our planet, every night. That is a general truth. Routines and habits. When you are going to express what you do every single day, your habits. For example, I go cycling every weekend. Okay, those are habits. I usually go to the gym every day or every time by time. Okay, I always go to the gym every day, for example. Permanent situations. What are your permanent situations? The place where we live. We live in Colombia, we live in Bogota. Those are permanent situations. I am a teacher, you are an auxiliary, you are a secretary, you are a pilot, or you are a waiter. Okay? Those are permanent situations. When you are talking about your professions, your jobs, your nationalities, the place where you live, okay? Those are permanent situations. And timetables, remember present simple, when you express what time the bank open, what time the bank close, what time is your job, what time do you go to work, or also timetables about the classes that you have at night. On Monday you have this class, on Tuesday you have another video conference, on Thursday you have another technological class, okay? Those are timetables when you express the schedule, no? About your activities. What time do you work? What time do you finish work? And the present continuous, the contrast with the present continuous is what is happening at the moment right now. Remember that present continuous is used for changing, developing situations. For example, we can say, we are living in a terrible economic crisis. But the economy is increasing and increasing every day. Okay, this is a typical example of the present continuous. The situation, economic situation in our country is terrible, but it's better, it's coming better, se está ya mejorando, it's coming better every single day, okay? So, and also temporary situations. Temporary situations, activities that you do for a short period of time. For example, this week you are traveling, but next week you are not going to be traveling, no? I am traveling for a couple of days, you say. That is a temporary situation. I am staying in Bogota for 2 days, for 3 days, or I am staying in Medellin for a week. Those are temporary situations. And also fixed future plans refers to the future, but are about your arrangements, fechas, situaciones, planes que tienen a corto plazo. For example, I am having a party tomorrow night. I am taking classes tomorrow night. I am working tomorrow. That is a fixed future plan. I am working tomorrow from 8 to 3 p.m. I am having a meeting, ¿no? Tenemos una reunión. That's a fixed future arrangement. I am having a meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m., at 11 a.m., Okay, those are future arrangements. And now we are going to see these examples, and you are going to tell me, what do you think is the appropriate, based on the previous explanation, you are going to tell me what is the appropriate tense. Is the present simple or is the present continuous? Who wants to participate? Remember that here you have an emoji. Yes, if you want to raise your hand, you can raise your hand in order to participate and let me know what are the appropriate tenses for each sentence. What is the correct one? I live or I am living in New York. What do you think is the appropriate answer? Can you tell me? Caroline Sanchez?
Yes, I live in the New York.
Very good. And you say, I live, no, Caroline? Remember, the pronunciation is, I lived in New York, no? No, I live. Very good. Let's go back. Wait a minute. Continue. Second example. What do you think is the second one? She's reading a book now, or she reads a book now? Who wants to participate? Can you please raise your hand? Very good. It is Tatiana Marquez.
She's reading a book now.
Very good. It's an action that is happening at the moment. Very clear. Very good. Continue. Let's go on with the second example. But let me see that here something happens with our presentation. Let's go back to our presentation, our slides. Let me see. And Wilson Cano Garcia, you are going to see the second example, the third example, and you are going to tell me what is the example in the sentence, the appropriate tense, in the sentence number 2 or the sentence number 3. We are in the sentence number 3, I guess. Let me see. Something is happening with our presentation tonight. So sorry. Okay. So, and you are going to read Wilson Cano. You are going to read the sentence number 3, and you are going to tell me what is the appropriate tense. If the appropriate tense is the present simple or is the present continuous. Okay? Wilson, it's time to participate. And thank you for all of the students who are trying to participate in order to show, yes, the difference between the present simple and the present continuous. What do you think is in the sentence number 3? I don't like or I am not liking football, Wilson? Wilson Cano? Do you know the answer?
I know the answer.
Okay, the answer is?
Um,
In the sentence number 3?
The answer is I don't like football.
Excellent, very good. Here you use the present simple because you are talking about your lives. Very good. Caroline Sanchez, continue with the sentence number 4. Caroline, what is the appropriate one? Every day we go or every day are going to school? What do you think is the appropriate answer?
Every day are going to the school.
Every day are going or every day we go to school?
Are going.
No, lady, sorry, but that is not the answer. Every day means that is a routine. When you are talking about a routine, you use present simple tense. So the correct answer, Caroline, is every day we go to school. About sentence number 5. I would like to see other students to participate. Eris, what about sentence number 5? Sentence number 5, Eris, let me see. Can you see the presentation?
Sí, profe. Sí, profe, lo que pasa es que se me perdió en el celular la pantalla. No la puedo
Okay,
ver.
wait a minute. I am going to show you again the presentation. Wait a minute.
Creo que la alcancé más o menos a ver. It is raining. It is raining outside. Es que no la
Outside.
veo.
Very good.
Estaba
Wait a
mirando.
minute. Wait a minute. Eris Tatiana. And after Eris Tatiana, continue Maria Fernanda Tapias. Okay? We are having problems with the presentation. Maybe you cannot see very well. So, Maria Tatiana, here it is the sentence. The sentence is, let me see, sentence number 4. Number 5, it rains or is raining outside? Eris Tatiana.
Ya, un momento, profe. Es que se me devolvió y estoy en la 23 y ya estoy listo. La 6.
Number 5, it rains
number
or
5.
is raining outside?
Okay. It's raining outside.
Very good, because it's something that is happening at the moment. Very good. Maria Fernanda Tapias, what do you think is the appropriate in the question number 6? Do you ride or are you riding a bicycle every morning?
I think the 6 is, do you ride a bicycle every morning?
Okay, you're right. You are expressing here a daily routine, or are you expressing a hobby? What do you think? In order to use the present simple or the routine. Remember, present simple is used with routines or is used with the routines or is used with hobbies and lives. Let me see. Our presentation right now is recharging. Let's wait some minutes and we are going to see the example number. Remember, we are in the sentence number. We are in the sentence number 6. Do you ride or are you riding a bicycle every morning? Every morning is a routine or is an action that is happening at the moment, Maria Fernanda?
It's an action that happens every day. Because
okay, it's a routine. So
yeah.
The appropriate is a routine. Do you ride or are you riding?
Well, I think it's.
Do you ride?
Yeah.
Do you ride? Because it's asking for a routine every morning. What about number 7, Maria Fernanda Tapias? Oh, sorry, Steven Toro. What about number 7? I usually. Steven? For number 7?
Yes, me, sorry. Repeat, please.
What is the
name? Number. What the number?
The number is 7. I'm going or I usually go to bed late.
I think that I usually go to be late.
Very good, because you are expressing an action, yes, that is a routine. Very good. What about number 8? He's staying or he stays at the hotel these days. What is the appropriate? The present continuous or the present simple? Remember, at the hotel these days is a temporary action, no a permanent action. Maria Fernanda Tapias? Number 8, he's staying or he stays at the hotel?
I'm sorry, I was having some problems with the microphone. The 8 is he's staying at the hotel these days because it's not every day, just a couple of days.
Exactly, very good. It's not a permanent action, very good. And what about number 9? What about number 9? What do you think is the appropriate answer? The sun rises or is rising in the east? What do you think, Steven?
That the night, I think that the sun the sun is right in the east.
No, really.
The sun
What do you
is
think,
no.
Wilson?
The
Agree or
sunrise in the east.
the
Presente simple.
present simple? Very good. Because it's a general truth, no? It's a general truth. It's something that is happening every day. It's part of the nature, no? That's why it's not a very short action. No, it's not an action for the moment. It's something that is happening every single day, that the sun rises in the east. And the last one, what about Karen Bueno? What about number 10? We are traveling or we travel to London next week? What do you think?
We are traveling to London next week.
Very good. We are traveling to London because this is an future arrangement. Very good. Excellent. So thank you so much. We are going to continue with another activity where you see when do you use the present continuous, the present simple, sorry. And here, as I told you, you use the present simple when you are going to express a routine, no? A routine. So, for example, here you have Jennifer Aniston. Is a very famous, for you, yeah? Is a very famous actress, no? Do you remember her? Yes? Here you have, let me see. I am going back. And here you are going to see some examples of daily routines. And you can see that the daily routine is used in order to, yes, express what you do every single day. And in these daily routines, you use the present simple. As you can see in these examples, and you see the verbs that are highlighted, all of them, yes, because it's a third person singular, you use the present simple, okay? So I am going to ask one of the participants tonight, maybe can be Karen Bueno. Karen, can you hear me, Karen? Karen, can you hear me? Okay, Steve. Okay, Maria Fernanda Tapias, hello, good evening.
Good evening. I'm so sorry, but I can't to see the picture, and I would like to participate in class. I don't know.
Sorry. Are you using a computer, a laptop, or a cell phone, a mobile? That's why maybe you don't see the slide very well. Maria Fernanda Tapias, can you read this Kate Hudson's morning routine, please, Maria Fernanda?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Somebody is moving our presentation tonight. Let me see. Okay, so let's start with, okay, Kate Hudson's. Go ahead.
Kate Hudson's morning routine. According to, oh my God.
Oh my God, wait a minute. Somebody is moving our, okay, wait a minute.
It's okay, don't worry.
Okay. Let me see. This is to complete. Okay. Let's complete the Kate Hudson's morning routine.
It's moving again. I mean, Howard is called morning routine.
Okay,
Kate Hudson.
A minute. Okay, go ahead. Let me see. Okay, Kate Hudson's
morning routine. According to HuffPost, Kate wakes up between 6:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m., but always snoozes for 15 minutes. She turns on the coffee machine and goes back upstairs and watches morning yoga. She takes the kids to a school, and I can see the last line. I don't know if there's more to read.
No, it doesn't work. Okay. Very
Okay.
good. So here, Kate wakes up. Remember, always snoozes. She turns on the coffee machine and goes backstairs. And Kate washes Morning Joe and she takes the kids to the school. So here is used the present simple in order to express a routine, no? That is used. Also, this week, you are going to present your curriculum vitae, no? In your curriculum vitae, you use the present simple when you want to express your personal information. You use the present simple in order to describe your professional profile, to talk about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, all right? Very good. Here you have another very famous, very famous CEO of Starbucks. So, and here you have also a very short paragraph where you use the present simple in order to talk about the present routine. So, and here you have Jennifer Aniston is another very famous actress, no? That you know very well. And the idea is that we are going to read also. Let me see if we can do it. Okay. I would like maybe Maria Fernanda Tapias. Maria Fernanda Tapias, maybe you can read.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Let's see if we can see Jennifer Aston daily routine and you can read as an example, no? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. Jennifer Aniston's morning routine. Jen is definitely an early bird. She gets up.
Oh, oops, again. It's moving. The presentation is moving ups and down. I don't know why. Wait a minute. Okay. Jennifer, definitely an early bird. She
gets up at 4:30 a.m. on working days. On her off day, she stays in bed until 8 or 9. She washes and moisturizes her face, then meditates for
okay, a couple of hours or some time. Very good. This is another example of Jennifer Aniston. And here you have the co-founder of Facebook, that is Mark Zuckerberg, okay? Morning routine. I would like somebody different to Maria Fernanda to read this daily routine. Who wants to read to complete the daily routine? Who wants to do it? A different person who wants to participate and read. Oh yeah, Mabel Espinel, go ahead. Mabel, can you please complete Mark Zuckerberg's daily routine, Mabel?
Yes, teacher. He gets up at 8 a.m. every day and wears the same shirt every day to avoid wasting precious time for an outfit.
Very cute. And here we have another famous person who is the co-founder of Twitter and Square. Who wants to read about Jack Dorsey? Another person who wants to read about Jack Dorsey's daily routine. Another participant, another volunteer. How do you complete the morning routine? Jack Dorsey's daily routine, morning routine. Another participant can help me? Adriana, maybe Andrea, Andres Julian. Who wants to try? Go ahead. Karen Bueno. Karen?
Yes, teacher. The founder of Twitter and Squid gets up at 5:30 a.m. He meditates and goes to jogging for 6 miles.
Yes, and goes to jogging for 6 miles. As you can see, these morning routines, all of them use the present simple. So you are going to use the present simple in order to express, okay? In order to express your personal information, you are going to use in your curriculum vitae this week, because that is the assignment that you are going to have. You are going to express the present simple in order to write about your profile, okay? And now we are going to continue with another exercise in order to practice questions using the present simple tense, okay? For this activity also, I would like you to participate. So you are going to let me know in some minutes if you can see my screen. And with this activity, you are going to use or practice present simple for asking questions about daily routines, about personal information, okay? And you are going to be very attentive in order to participate. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Yes? Can you see
Yes,
the roulette?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
The
Yes.
roulette, very good. So we are going to turn this roulette, and there are some questions, and you are going to ask the questions using the present simple. What kind of music do you listen to? Who wants to answer the question? Remember that this is asking for likes or dislikes, but is used the present simple. What kind of music do you listen to? That's the question. Who can answer this question? Raise your hand if you want to participate. Maybe Alejandro, Andrea, Andres Julián, Ángela Rey, Astrid. Can you please think about the answer? So here I have one volunteer. Who's this volunteer? Go ahead. Eris, Tatiana, what kind of music, Eris? What kind of music, Eris? What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to English music now.
Yes, English music. Can you tell me a name of an English singer? Who's your favorite?
Sorry?
Who's your favorite singer? Adele?
Favorite singer. I like.
Okay.
I like Rihanna.
Okay.
I like in this moment I like. Hola, ¿qué escucho yo? Ed Sheeran. Perfect.
Ed Sheeran. Very good, Ed Sheeran. And remember that listening, and of course, listening English music, yes, English music is very important in order to improve your listening, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation. So it's a very nice hobby to listen English music, okay? To listen music in English. Very good. Let's continue with the next one. The next question. Who's able to answer this question? Where does your best friend live? Remember that where is asking for a place, no? For places. And where does your best friend live? Is asking for a place. Who can answer this question? Who wants to answer the question? Raise your hand. Where does your best friend live? Okay, here I have one participant. Steven Toro. Go ahead, Steven. Steven, where does your best friend live? Steven.
Sorry. Sorry. I need the presentation. Repeat, please.
The question. Can you see the question on your screen of your mobile phone?
Hello.
The question is, where does your best friend live? Mauricio Cantillo. Mauricio. Where does your best friend live?
Hello, teacher. I didn't
Hello.
listen. Could you repeat me, please?
The question is, where does your best friend live?
Well, right now my friend is living in Lorica, Córdoba.
Okay, very good. Good answer. Very good. Continue. Let's continue with another question. The next question is, what do you want to learn this year? What do you want to learn this year? Okay? Remember, think in the possible answer and what is the possible question to this. Who wants to answer the question? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. The student who wants to answer the question. Who wants to participate, a volunteer. Remember, the question is very easy. It's very easy to answer. Yes? What do you want to learn this year? Think about the subjects that you are taking in your technology course. Do you want to learn mathematics, or do you want to learn statistics or English? What do you want to learn this year?
Teacher.
Who wants to answer the question? Mauricio, no. Maria Fernanda, Caroline. Caroline, go ahead. And then Mauricio, and then Maria Fernanda. What do you want to learn this year?
I want
Caroline?
do you learn in English?
Oh yeah, very important, no? It's very important for your professional life and the course, the technology that you are taking, no? English is the key for your future, your professional life. Very good. Another student who wants to continue? Another one? What do you want to learn this year? Another answer? Maria Fernanda Tapias?
Yes.
What do you want to learn this year?
Well, I more than learning, I want to. Well, yeah, I want to learn French.
Oh yeah, another language is very important, no? Not
Yes.
to speak only Spanish or English, but another third language is very important for your professional life. And what about Maria Fernanda Tapias? What do you want to answer? What do you want to learn this year?
That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, Maria Fernanda is the same one? Okay, thank you. Don't forget, Maria Fernanda, to, yes, down your hand. Very good. And Mauricio Cantillo, don't forget to down your hand, okay? And let's go with the next question. Remember that we are practicing questions using present simple tense. I am asking about your personal lives, your personal information, about your opinions. Very good. Let's go on with the next question. Who do you like? The question is, who do you like to go out with? Remember that who is asking for a person, no? A person or maybe people in general. But the question is, who do you like to go out with? Go out when you want to go out to the shopping center, or when you want to go out to the park, or you want to go out to a disco. Mabel Espinel, what do you say?
Teacher, I would like to go out with Chris Evans for a date.
Okay, very good. Okay, and also do you like to go out with your best friends?
Yeah, maybe to the cinema.
Oh yeah, and who do you go to the cinema with?
My best friend.
And who's your best friend's name? Can we know?
Kevin.
Karen is your best friend's name. Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's go on. Next question. Next question. Can you tell me what time do you wake up? Here, this question is asking for your daily routine. What time do you usually wake up? Can you answer the question? And remember that time, no, is asking for an hour, a specific hour. What time do you wake up? A participant who wants to participate in order.
Sorry, excuse me. I want. I wake up the 6 a.m. Valid?
Very good, Steven. Good answer to the question. I get up or I wake up.
I get up.
a.m. Okay? You can say both, no? I wake up at 6 a.m. or I usually get up at 6. Or you can say I wake up at 6 and then I stay 10 minutes in my bed and I get up at 6:10 a.m. Very good. Karen Bueno.
Okay.
What's the answer to the question? What do you want to say? What time do you get up or wake up?
Okay. I usually get up at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you are lucky, no? A little late, no? Not too early. Very good, Karen. 7 a.m. is the perfect time to wake up and then get up. Very good. Let's go on with the next question. The next question is, what sports do you practice? This question is in present simple and is asking for your hobbies, your activities, your pastimes. What sports do you practice? Who wants to answer the question? A different student to Steven. Steven, you are very participant. Very good. Go ahead, Steven. And then continue with Tatiana. Steven, what sports do you practice? Do you practice a sport?
Yes, miss. I practice the gym, gimnasio.
Yeah, Steven, you say I work out. When you go to the gym, you say I work out, okay?
I work out to the gym.
Very good. Karen Bueno, what's your answer? Karen, what is your answer? What sports do you practice, Karen? Do you practice a sport? No?
Yes, I practice skates.
Skating, very good. And how often do you go skating, Karen?
And I usually on weekends.
On weekends, very good. Thank you. What about Magnolia? Magnolia, what sports do you practice? Magnolia, you raised your hand. Do you want to participate? No? Okay. Eris, do you want to answer the question, Eris Tatiana?
Yes. I practice basketball and swimming.
Baseball? You say baseball, no? Baseball. The pronunciation is baseball. And swimming?
Yes.
Hey, Eris Tatiana, where are you from?
I'm from Santander.
That's why, yeah. Because here in Bogota, in our city, here in Bogota, baseball is not very popular, no? But in Santander, in the coasts, in the Caribbean, yes, in the Caribbean, no? Baseball is very popular, very good. Okay, Andres Julian Cardona, what sport do you practice? Andres Julian, do you want to answer the question? Andres Julian?
Teacher?
Yeah, go ahead, Andres. What sport do you practice?
I am the practice usually the walking.
Okay,
that's right.
You say, I usually, you are going to repeat after me, okay, Andres? The appropriate way is, I usually go walking. Repeat. I usually go walking. Walking. Que es caminar.
Walking.
Es que mi amor, tú no pronuncias la L, ¿ok? En walking se escribe con una L, ¿no? Pero no se pronuncia. I usually go walking, all right?
Okay. I usually
Go.
Walking.
Yes, I usually go. Don't say they go. I usually go walking.
I usually go walking.
Very good. I usually go walking. Caroline, do you want to say something? Caroline Sanchez?
Yes, I usually go skating.
Skating, yeah?
Skating, sí.
Skating,
Yes.
very good. I usually go skating. Very good. You participate a lot in this question. It's nice to hear that you are practicing sport. That is very important to practice a sport because it's for your good health. Very good. Let's go on with this next question, ladies and gentlemen. The next question is, what movies does your mom, remember mom is your mother, what movies does your mother like? What movies does your mom like? Do you
The
know the
movies.
question? What
My
movies does
mom.
your mom like? Your mother, not you, your mother. My mother likes, you say, my mother likes horror movies, my mother likes romantic movies, or my mother likes comedy movies. Okay? Who wants to answer the question? Natalia Trujillo, go ahead. Natalia?
Yes, teacher.
What movies does your mom like?
My mother likes horror movies, yes,
Horror, yes, horror movies.
and romantic movies.
And romantic, very good. Andres Julian, what's the answer? Your answer.
Teacher, my mother likes scary movies.
Oh yeah, it's scary. Oh, that's terrible. Very good. And Maria Fernanda Tapias.
Yeah, my mother is likes horror movies too.
Horror. Oh yeah. And Caroline.
My mother likes movies, romantic and comedies.
Comedy and romantic movies. Okay, better to say in that way. Okay, the word order, no? It's better to say first the genre and then the movie. So romantic movie, comedy movies, horror movies, right? Very good, got it. Now let's go on with the next one. The last two questions because our class is almost over. Can you tell me what do you do on vacations? What activities, what hobbies do you usually do on vacations? What pastimes? What do you usually do on vacation? Who wants to participate? Magnolia. Go ahead, Magnolia. What activities? What do you usually do on vacations? Magnolia, do you want to participate? No? You regret? Magnolia, yes. What activities? What do you usually do on vacations? No, Magnolia, maybe you don't have a good audio. Yeah, no, we cannot hear you very well. Maybe you have a problem with your audio. Okay? So, Karen Suarez. Okay, let's try later, Magnolia. Let's try it in another time, yeah? Today we cannot hear you very well. Karen Suarez, what do you do on vacation?
I like to read a book, a new book, and go to the river to swim a little.
Oh yeah, do you live near a river?
I live in Piedecuesta, so there is a river near.
Oh yeah, yes, very, very beautiful place. Pediacuesta is very beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, very good. And Steven, what do you want to say? What do you do?
Sorry, complete, please.
What do you do on vacation? What activities, hobbies do you practice on vacation?
In the vacation, I like to visit the sea. I like swimming in the sea.
Don't say sea, Steven. Say sea.
Don't say sea.
See. On vacation. Don't say in the vacation. Say on vacation, I like to swim on the sea. On vacation, I like to see on the sea. Okay?
Yes, miss.
Very good. You are learning. Don't forget that. Don't forget. You don't say in the vacation. You say on vacation, right? On vacation, I like to see on the sea. Very good. Eris Tatiana, do you want to participate about this question? Answering the question?
Yes. In vacation, I love walking in the natural parks.
Oh yeah, I love walking on natural parks. Excellent, very good. And remember to say on vacation, no? On vacation.
On vacation.
On vacation. Very good. Continue. Next one. Next one. The next question is, this is very easy. Where do you live? Can you tell me where do you live, ladies and boys? Where do you live? What is the place? Natalia Trujillo, where do you live?
I live in Bogota. Yes.
In Bogotá, Natalia Trujillo, very good. We live in Bogotá. Caroline Sanchez, where do you live?
I live in Barranquilla.
I live in Barranquilla. Remember that is a permanent state. And you use the present simple tense. I live in Barranquilla, okay? What about Andres Julian? Where do you live?
Miss, I live in San Gil, Santander.
Oh, excellent. Beautiful region. Nesber, Eloisa, where do you live?
I live in Barranquilla.
Oh, yeah. The coast. Many people from the coast. Wilson Cano, where do you live? Wilson. Go ahead. Where do you live? Wilson, can you hear me? What about Jason? Jason Mendoza, where do you live? Jason? Andrea Cuadrado, where do you live? Andrea?
Yes, I live Lorica, Córdoba.
I lived. In which part of
I
Córdoba?
live
In Bolívar?
Lorica, Córdoba.
Oh, yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you for answering. Nayerlis, where do you live?
I live in Riohacha.
Oh, yeah, very distant. You live very long from the center, from the capital, yes? It's very distant. It's far away from the capital. All right, very good. And Maria Fernanda Tapias?
I live in Cartagena.
Oh, yeah, very good. Many people from the coast. Excellent, very good. And nice participation from people from the coast. Excellent, very good. Now, let's go on with the last two questions because our class is going to finish in some minutes. The next question is for everybody. Remember, if you haven't participated, it's time to participate, okay? So, the question is, where do you like to go on vacations? Where do you like to go on vacations? Where? Do you like to go to another cities or do you like to travel to another countries? Mabel Espinel, where do you like to go on vacations?
I like to go to an appointment.
An appointment is a beautiful...
There my grandmother lives.
Yeah, oh, that's nice. An appointment is a beautiful town here in Cundinamarca. For those people that are living in the Caribbean region, an appointment is a very small town, but it's beautiful. The weather, the temperature is pretty nice. Caroline Sanchez. Where do you like to go on vacation?
I like to
go?
Medellin.
To Medellin. Okay. Beautiful city, no? Very modern city. Thank you for your answer. Mabel Espinel, where do you like to go on vacations?
Sorry, teacher, I forget to down my hand.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Wilson Cano. Wilson, where do you like to go on vacation? No? Andres Julian, do you want to participate, Andres, with this question?
Yes, teacher. Yes,
Where
teacher.
do you like to go on
I
vacation?
like to go Cali.
To Cali. Very good. Do you have
To
relatives
Cali.
in Cali? Do you have relatives in Cali? Family in
Excuse me,
Cali?
miss?
Do you have family in
Yes,
Cali?
family. Family,
Who lives
yes.
in Cali? Your brother, your sister, your mom?
My sister, grandmother.
And your grandmother. Okay, very good. Now, the next question and the last question because time is up. We finish our class. Who do you live with? Who do you live with? Do you live with your husband and children? Do you live with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend? Do you live with your parents, with your mother, with your father? Who do you live with? Answer the question. Karen Bueno. Who do you live with?
I live with my mother and my siblings.
Oh yeah, very good. And Eris Tatiana?
Yes. I live with my husband and 2 dogs.
Oh yeah, remember to say I live with, no? It's live.
I live with my husband and 2 dogs.
Very good. Jason Mendoza. Who do you live with? No, Jason. What about Nesber Eloisa? Do you want to answer the question, Nesber? Nesber Eloisa, do you want to answer the question?
I live with my parents.
With your parents. What about you, Alejandro?
I live with my parents and brother.
Yeah, very good. And Ayerlis, who do you live with?
I live my mother, my sister, my brother.
Oh yeah, very good. And what about you? There is somebody that I didn't detect here. It's a code number 175823869. Lives it. Who's that person? Do you identify your code number here in the meeting? No? Okay. Angela Ray, who do you live with?
Teacher, I live with my husband and my cat.
Oh yeah, you have a cat. Interesting,
Yes.
no? That you live with your pets, no? You include the pets are part of your family. That's very interesting. Okay, so that's all for tonight. It was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to practice, to hear you practicing the present simple tense. Please don't forget the last but not the least. Remember that all of this information, who do you live with, where do you live, what do you do, what are your hobbies, all of these questions are part of your job interview and your curriculum vitae. So don't forget that all of these personal information you should include in your curriculum vitae for is the assignment for this week and the next week. And besides that, keep on mind those questions because when you are going to have a job interview, para una entrevista de trabajo, when you are going to have a job interview, all of these questions are asked in your job interview, okay? And of course, in a job interview, most of the time, and when you are writing a curriculum vitae, you use the present simple tense, right? Because you are talking about your personal life, your profile, you are talking about your personal information, yeah? In those kinds of interviews and curriculum vitae, that is the most useful and the most usual time that you use. Do you have any questions so far? Do you have questions? Thank you so much for your participation. We have to say goodbye because time is up. And thank you so much for your participation. And see you next Monday in order to continue practicing, improving your vocabulary and your pronunciation. It was a very precious moment, no? And I really appreciate your attendance tonight to this video conference. Bye-bye. See you. Have a good night.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, teacher. Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye. See you. Take care.
Bye, teacher. Good night.
And sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye bye.